Hi everyone, my name is Paul Zlabickas, or as they call me around schools, Mr. Z, and I'm going to try and squeeze what my role as a PE teacher within the new curriculum is in under 5 minutes, so let's get going. Firstly, my experiences of the new curriculum started in 2017 when I joined T. Gwyn Special Needs School. T. Gwyn is a pioneering school of the new curriculum, and it kind of gave me basic understanding of the new curriculum. I spent 2 years there, and then I went on a PGC course which had Donaldson within its framework. So all the theory that was taught to me within my PGC, I was then able to put into action during my 2 placements. During my 2nd placement, I was super lucky and worked quite hard to secure a job with one of the schools. Uskall Friars gave me a job. As well as teaching PE, I am co-developing the new curriculum and its integration for next year's Year 7s in September. Now, PE itself isn't PE anymore. It is going to be put into one of the 6 areas of learning, and that area of learning is called health and well-being. Now, the way I see the curriculum being taught is through a lens of 4 purposes. So everything we teach, we're trying to achieve pupils that are ambitious, capable learners, enterprising, creative contributors, ethical, informed citizens, and healthy, confident individuals. Now, you also hear things like pupil-led learning, teaching that is empowering, that is fun, that is inclusive. Now, all of those things can sound like buzzwords sometimes, and it's quite hard to actually know what that teaching would look like. But my understanding of it is that we're getting away from the content-based learning and we're putting contextualized, situational teaching that would try and develop their critical thinking skills, the problem-solving skills. That's going to give a lot more independence for the pupils, which sound like really great things, and definitely the skills that we need as adults in a modern society. But one big question that remains: how are we going to be assessing the pupils if we're getting away from the content-based teaching? And yeah, that is still sort of kind of like a weakness of the new curriculum. Now, if we're looking at more traditional PE teaching, as far as like physical, I would base my teaching in Year 7, I would teach skill-based physical literacy type activities. Then in Year 8, I would apply a teaching games for understanding model, where pupils are encouraged to understand different rules of the games and principles of play. And then in Year 9, a lot more independence and creativity is given to the pupils when sports education model is implemented. All those 3 years for Key Stage 3 will also have learning numeracy framework implemented throughout. It was also going to have cross-curricular responsibilities, so all of the learning that is done can relate to other areas of learning as well, and also digital competency framework as well. So are they able to use heart rate monitors? Are they able to video their performance and analyze it? But getting away from more traditional PE isn't PE anymore. When it's part of health and well-being area of learning, it's going to be implemented PSE, nutrition, which will look at pupils not as pupils who are physically fit, but also what is their emotional health like, what is their spiritual, what is their social health like. What we're trying to achieve is a pupil that is holistically healthy. So all of the plates are spinning, not just, they're really good at one thing. They have to be overall healthy. And PSE, like I mentioned, things like pupil voice, the support from the school that they provide, the pedagogy that we implement are all going to be super, super important at creating these pupils that are holistically healthy. Now, to sort of summarize a couple of things, what my role would be as a PE or a health and well-being teacher within the new curriculum, I'd be looking at promoting learning inside the classroom and outside the classroom. I would also try and provide opportunities for pupils after school in extracurricular clubs, which gives a different environment and builds that pupil rapport. I would try and infuse pupils and kind of reignite the slide for education. Also, provide incentives for hard work and discipline, and to showcase that if you do work hard, you can achieve quite a bit and there's benefits to it. I think finally, I'd just like to say that I feel like today's education has gone away from excitement and enthusiasm of actual learning, and it's more focused towards achieving qualifications, which is obviously really, really useful. But I think my main role is to develop pupils that are I've got great self-esteem, confidence, independence, and they fall back in love, as cringy as that sounds, fall back in love with education and actual process of learning. And I think those things will allow pupils to become the strongest versions of themselves, which is what my role as a PE teacher within the new curriculum would be.